Shout out to everybody here on this beautiful Saturday night hanging out with the Lifer. God bless you. Let's go, baby. Bitcoin gave it back, but can it hold for the weekend? right. Check it out. Shout out to everybody here. Dude, the new chair came last night. My daughter and my sister's partner's son put it together, and I paid them $50 a piece. I said, you guys $50 a piece, put this chair together, and they did. They worked. But it's amazing, man. This chair is really nice. It does have a top piece I didn't add yet. It can sit there, you know what I mean? But it reclines. It's called an H-Bada. It also has a mechanical lumbar that can push in or out. Like, it even comes with a remote. Look, it's got a little remote for the lumbar and everything. We have yet to charge that and get the battery all set. And then it has a battery in it. Pretty sure there's like a battery, something right here, and there's a battery there. Something. I don't know where the battery went, but anyway, let's get back into the regular scheduled program. But yeah, as you can see, I'm excited. My back is not killing me. This works. Now I can see why people actually like to sit. This is insane. This chair is very comfortable. Matches the decor of the new office in the background. Shout out to everybody here. Let's jump on into BTC. Wasn't the best, right? Let's take a look at what happened to my trade. It was at break even. Wow, I'm up $100 still. Oh, but we were up like, I don't know, $200-300, maybe 400 when it started to pump there. Came back down for the retest. I fell asleep right here and let the rest of the afternoon go where it was going to go. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, legendary bounce off the 50-minute 200 moving average could be the play here. As somebody did say, let's take a look at our candle close of the daily. Have a look if there's any altcoins kind of jumping around here and see where we stand. First thing I want to do is look at the daily candle, but we did break out. There was some money to be made, as you saw this morning, and, you know, at least we closed. Oh, God, what a daily candle, huh? I thought we were closed green, but no. So indecision doji at the top is a bearish sign for me. Whenever you have a red candle next to a green one, it's bearish. It could also say that this is kind of just turning into a descending triangle here. You wick up a little bit and then you move further to the downside, and this just becomes a nasty, nasty move down, right? So this is the first thing that I'm seeing here for Bitcoin that's just not amazing. Again, you know, we're still in the double bottom, but like, let's take a look at what happened today. So we opened at 68,020, $68,020 even. The high was 68,698 and 70 cents. So we went on a nice little $700 run. The low was 67,534, and we closed at 67,975, down $44 on the day. So it really wasn't much of a day. It was a $44 move on the day. And, you know, that's kind of what you want to see. You don't want to see any CME gaps. They're saying, what, by the end of March, the CME will be 24 hours, and we will never have a CME gap again. So, yeah. So, anyway, we're going to see what happens here. But the first thing that I don't like to see was that, I don't like to see tweezer tops. Right there, green next to a red, we dumped. Green next to a red, we end up dumping, and so green next to a red. Again, who knows, right? We still did hold the low. So, like, this is a very confusing time. This is where you have to just stick to what you believed in on a bigger time frame, and you can't look at the smaller time frames too much. Like, I'm stuck on this 4 hour with a stop loss below this wick. They may bring me home and save me. They may not. We don't know for sure. I like that the 4 hour is showing signs of life here. What I'd like to see is the 4 hour get into this kind of, maybe even get tight like this and break out. So I'm looking for some tightness, and it almost looks like it's going to bring it into Sunday when the CME gap opens. And I mean, is that not a double bottom? Right? Is that not just a beautiful double bottom? You know, shouldn't that make a nice double bottom here back to the upside for Bitcoin? Who's here? Who's in the chat? Who's hanging out with me on this beautiful Saturday night? God bless everybody here on the stream with the voice of crypto, Sam Price, the crypto lifer. We got Crypto Billy, Vegas Claw. We got Wild Deuce in the house, my man. We've got GF Burke. We've got Leon, Day Trader. Sammy is the real deal. Wish I could afford a Discord membership. Was in it a couple years ago and learned a lot. I can only imagine the knowledge to be had in there now. God bless. I mean, that's amazing. Thank you for saying that. I see more bearish retest, somebody said. We in here, Sam. Yeah. Hope your recovery is going well, Sam. God bless. Thank you so much. It has not been easy, but I've been getting through it one step, one day, one candle at a time. Lifers in the house. Shout out to Grandmaster Friend holding me down. Shout out to all my good people. Underground Cryptos. I told you it was Underground Crypto. He's like, no, it was always going around cryptos. But I'm telling you, it says Underground Crypto. right here at the top of the channel. You've been messing with me, I swear. No, but see how I plugged him? Go over to Underground Crypto. Check them out. The guy's making feverish content every single day. It's not easy. Look at this. To go live 20 hours ago, a day ago, 2 days ago, 4 days ago, 6 days ago, 7, 8, 9. The guy is going 10, 11, 12, 2 weeks and beyond, right? And this is how I started. I remember 61 views, 100 views. Heck, I'd get 10 views when I first started my channel. Nobody listened to me. Nobody watched. I still put out, look, I put out videos that get 2,000 views, even though I have 100,000. This is a hard game. It's almost like if you don't have God as your reward system and you're looking for rewards through this, the rewards will come way later. They'll come so hard and so heavy years later. So YouTube is crazy. You'll do it for free for years. Like sometimes 3, 4, 5, sometimes even 6 years. It's crazy. But then one day, something will happen. You'll be able to monetize something and things will just keep going. I can't explain when, how it happens. If you have faith in God, faith in yourself, and faith in what you're doing, you'll make it. Look, now we got 450 people watching on a Saturday night. I mean, that's beautiful. I see streams. I see channels with 1 million subscribers. They got 1,500 people watching. They could triple the watch rate, and this is our low stream, right, on a Saturday. So I'm blessed to be here with each and every one of you. Thank you so much. We did get the epic bounce off the 15. Somebody called it. That may actually be more epic than we realize. We'll see. It's still in the trade. Sammy. They call him Sammy. Still in the trade. We'll see what happens, right? Blessings on blessings to everyone who's kicking it with me tonight, hanging out, putting that work in on the chat, letting everybody know that you're a lifer. I appreciate that. I thank you so much, and I love you. Yeah, we're still up. Look, $500 on the BTCC chart. The gold chart kind of sifted on us, but that's okay. That's a longer-term trade. But yeah, we're still up 500. We're still up 100. We're still up $600 on the day so far. We'll see where this goes. I'm sticking to my guns. Anyway, so yeah, I'm looking for this double bottom. I'm looking for the breakout. I've got my stop loss below the wicks. I gotta win here. They gotta let me win. They gotta let me win. No mas. No mas. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. That's what looks like is the likely scenario. Previous support as resistance right here too as well. At least get us to 71. Then we'll see what happens. Break through that. Use that as a retest. Also, look at the VRVP, man. This says bottom territory, VR, at least temporary. You could come up and come back down, but at least give us this move here. This 78, 79,000. So it's been tough. If you tried to long here, try to long here, try to long here. I long this and I long this. And if you took the long from me here, you're still in the money from the bottom call that I made. You say, no, you didn't, Sam. You're full of it. You just like to say you did it. That's not true. And I said, you know what? I made a short to prove to everyone that that's exactly what we did. We've put out a lot of content since. This is crazy how much content I put out since. This is just insane. Like, it's been insane. But God bless, man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I appreciate you guys. But we take a look here at where's the bottom call? And it was well done too. I did a really good job editing this puppy. That's not it. Funny how I hit it, you see, but it didn't bring me to the right one. That's kind of weird. Hold on. But if you go to the shorts and you go down, and this is a good short to watch just so you can see. Right here. This is why I long Bitcoin at the bottom. There we go. Let me just pause this because it is a short. Bottom when a green candle closes next to a red one after a massive dump too has a big wick like that, I buy the candle with a stop below the wick. I showed this to my trading group. Let me kind of show you what I did. Now here's the post of the trading group there, as you can see, and I gave it at 9:02 p.m. yesterday. And if you look at it closely, you can see the entry was there with just a stop below the wick. Very simple. I was front running the fact that 4-hour candle was going anyway. So I just want to prove it and leave it out there. We did long this. We called the long for you guys, and we'll see what happens, right? Who knows? I'm not saying I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm just saying it is what it is, right? We'll go from there. All right, let me get out of this for a second. Let me do my top-down analysis. But this looks like it could start to make the higher low, start to dig out. This could be the final. Well, maybe this is the Adam and Eve all along, right? That's going to play out to the upside. And this was just a dagger. I see this as a bigger Adam and Eve too. That could play out as such. So, hey man, I'm still hanging out. I'm still hanging out despite them trying to push me out. Bounce off the toy. So let's bring it all the way back down to the monthly. And I do this twice a day just for my own psyche, for my own brain, for my own ideas. Keep myself sharp. Keep myself in the charts. Right? Who else works harder than me? Nobody, baby. Nobody. So look, previous resistance, support. Previous resistance, that's your support. You broke through this, you broke through that. So where did you come? You came to here, but you closed it. You're going to close a monthly candle below support. I think it would be nice and important for the bulls, for the Bitcoin, yes, for the Bitcoin, when they close, to close above 71,280, 71,003. This monthly candle, get back above it. If it closed below it, tells me the next monthly candle wants to come and test at least, this resistance. And then if it comes to test there, we can start to see that 47,000 is possible here for Bitcoin. All right. Now let's put that sparkling lemon water into the mix. That's that, it sounds like the Coca-Cola commercial. So perfect, so sweet, so nice. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it more than you would ever know. The seltzer water company, they made a good seltzer water, man. They really did. You know what I mean? So every time I say, man, thank you for making this. It's fresh, it's clean, it doesn't have any garbage in it. And you can drink it without feeling too guilty. No sugars, no nothing, man. Spindrift, baby. No, I am not sponsored by Spindrift, but I dang well should be. As much as we have it in the house. How can help himself? 2-week chart looks interesting too. Like it could get a bit of a bounce, but the monthly, so that's how the monthly sits. I'd like it to see it close above, and we're not bullish until we get a green candle to close next to the red one. So when March closes, we'll know whether we're going to reverse or not. If March closes green, maybe it starts green and we get a massive reversal and it turns into a great month. We don't know, but only time will tell. I am seeing, in a lot of the charts, if you watch my macro technical analysis video, it keeps pointing out that somewhere towards mid-April into May, like there's going to be some big pump. Whether that's when the rate cuts, we have the different Fed chair, everything kind of starts to change, and we'll see where that goes. So what I'm telling everybody is we assume, just like we were here, remember? If you're with me back in, back here in November, and you were coming to my channel, I was here and I was saying, hey, assume we're in a bear flag, folks. I said, and it probably will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I grabbed the, you remember this? I grabbed shift. I went sideways. I said, assume it could take, 50, 60 days and then we're done. I said, and that's likely what's going to happen because we're in a bear flag. We're in a downtrend. We're below the daily 200 moving average. And that's exactly what happened. You know what I mean? So it kind of like, so now, if you ask me what's going to happen now, I'm going to tell you the same thing. It's the same story. We're in the same place as we were there. We're in a downtrend. We have a lower low compared to that low. You would assume we're going to make a lower high. Yes, eventually you do reverse at these places. There is bottoms. But right now you assume that this will be a bear flag that continues to dump somewhere down to the weekly 200 moving average and like really goes towards it at 58,000, right? And when I pull the big fib, I keep seeing, possibly 38. 38 to me is the low. If we ever go if we hit a low, if this isn't the bottom and we continue lower, 38,000 to me is the low. Is likely the low. I could be wrong, but that's what I keep seeing. I've been pretty spot on about it for years too, but who knows? I'll take it one step at a time. Again, you'll see me, we'll have a huge green candle tomorrow. I'll be long and you'll say, that was the guy that said we were going to 38. What a loser. I didn't say it. I'm just saying if we were to lose these key areas, I believe 38K is highly likely. I tell it to myself, so I'm ready for it. So it's not like a fantasy. So when it happens, I'm not like, oh my God, I can't believe we hit 38K. You know what I mean? It's like we got to be ready for anything possible. If you want to trade where I trade, I showed you my live trades today. If you want to trade where I trade, I got a live trade on BTCC, on Weeks, and on MEXC. They're cooking. I also like trading on Pionex. And it's been cooking, baby. So 2-hour moving average is getting super tight. I like to see that too. I like to see that. Anyone donate some soul to me, please? Wow. Come on. No beggars out here. Time to scout, Sammy. Your signal just flashed on the 1 minute. It did it? Or yeah, it kind of, yeah. The beginning, yeah. I mean, the 21 did cross above the 200. We started to get a pump. See the inverted head and shoulder there? You'll get patterns. They'll just be kind of messed up on the weekend, but they'll play. So now look, we look for the 21 to bank out, and the 10 minute. You look for a flag. You start getting ready. Again, this is like Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning stuff. You know what I mean? Very unlikely for me to trade it on a Saturday night, but I'll set it up and I'll start to look at it. I'll at least take a look and see if there's something there. 68,400. And then the stop loss is going to be at what? 67,968. That ain't bad. Drag that over. Oh yeah, there's like nothing left in there because, oh man, I'm like all in on the margin. Send in more margin. I think you keep. That's so whack. Yeah. I guess I'm already in pretty deep right now. I'm already like in some heavy risk. But like I have 3 trades open. Yeah, Pionex, right? Got the 3 minute too. I like Pionex with the 3 minute. I'm likely not trading this. I want to make that very clear. Hadn't traded Pionex in a long time. And not that I don't like it. I just had so many exchanges, and when the market took a beat down, I just, you know what I mean? I slow down my trades. This does look like it's about to explode, though. And that's the model right there. I'd have to go a little higher. I'd try to get to the 3 there. 68,427. Stop is below 67,560. 67,960. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's 160 for 450. That'd be sweet. I already made 100 a day, so it would really be $60 loss. Yeah, it looks like you could pump, but Saturday night usually is really garbage for trading. Very garbage. I can do it for entertainment of the show. You want to be entertained, huh? It is the model. So I'm not like, you know, I may be like overshooting the air. Like the timing isn't great. Saturday night's so shady. But it could also go so shady our way to the upside. You know what I mean? I end up pumping in an unrealistic manner and just get this move. So, hey, you never know, right? I'm still up 560 on the BTCC trade. I think it was up 1,000 or more. It must have been up almost $2,000 at one point when we pumped. Look, the second I said that, look, that's the fastest. Look, nobody makes 3% more than me over here. I'm the king of 3%. Look at the bullet right through the target over here. That's crazy though, right? That's the fastest $50 I've ever made. If I were to take it, I felt like I should have taken it. It was too easy. It was too quick. Now look, it come right back down. Saturday night, man. But this is okay because this is what we want to do. We want to see if it'll build the flag up here now. Let the 21 caress price. You know, caress its sweet face before it gets that move to the upside. Sammy, look like a man with a black Lincoln Town car. God bless you, man. Thank you. I don't know what that means, but I guess it's okay. Hey, Paulie, go get my Lincoln. I popped one. It's weird, man. These arms are weird. Like you have to like. They're cool, but they're also like they can go up, but how do you keep them up? Like, you gotta go slow. I don't know. I gotta watch like a video on the chair now. The left one seems broken. It doesn't seem to want to like. It doesn't seem to hang where it's supposed to hang. Like it. There, it eventually catches, but you have to be like. Got to be something I don't know about it yet. The H-Bota, man. The H-Bota, baby. H-Bota X7. And again, I am not selling the chair, no. But I got the H-Bota X7. Let's take a look. Stole my line. Lincoln Lawyer. You're funny. So crazy. I always type it when I'm trying to get to a site online. I swear. It's like you just can't waste time. Got to get there. Well, let's take a look if I made the... I love this thing. He's been doing great with his health stuff, man. I love that. If I ever make videos like this, man, I guess I've made a couple, but man, like, I don't want to become that guy. God bless him, though. I don't want to hate on anybody either, man. You know what I mean? Everyone does their thing their way, bro. So, X7. So this chair changed my workflow, man. So yeah, the H-Bota X7, man. If Apple, and you know what I mean? I just think, you know, this thing is sick, bro. Everyone's lying about this chair. Here's the actual truth. H-Bota review. You know what happens is because it reclines really nice. It has a footrest on it, as he showed you there. Right? The AI chair, right? What it is it has a remote. It has an electrical, I don't want to pause him, but it has like an electrical. This here is electrical. On the regular one, it's not. But on the new one, you have lumbar support inside of a remote. And it will smart track. So like if I lean forward, it'll keep pushing. If I lean back, it'll smart track your lumbar, man. Which is pretty insane. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it also has heats. And I believe some type of massage as well. See, look, my chair didn't do what he just did for some reason. Mine were the same. See, that's interesting. Oh. Mine look like that. Mine look like that. That's the newer version. Yeah. That's mine. Mine look like that. Anyway, crazy chair, man. It's got some cool stuff to it. If you're, I mean, you guys are traders. You guys sit at your desk a lot. I'll see if I can get an affiliate link or something, but maybe not. But man, yeah, I like the chair. I don't have the headrest on. I've taken that off. I'll add that though. That's going to get added, you know. See what he just did though? That's the old version. You can't do that with the new version. How he pulled that up like that? That's just the only thing. Great chair. I really, you know, for the first day, right? H-Bota, yeah, the H-Bota X7. All right, and we're back to Bitcoin. Sorry. It is Saturday night. I tend to go off topic a little bit. So the 4-day charts show signs of a possible move back to the upside, or at least just chop sideways price action. You know what I mean? Like, I just want you to be aware, like, people will call the bottom again, and it will just be doing this. You know what I mean? And then we'll probably bottom. Usually 2 bear flags in the move to the downside. I forget. I'm like, my foot's burning. I'm like, why? I'm like, well, it's not as high as it needs to be. And I'm sitting here playing games with a chair. Right? It is what it is. The Tesla of ortho chairs, right? How bada bing. How bada bang, right? How bada ba. And the only thing is you can't get it as close to the footrest as you want because it has its own footrests that are coming out. Oh, but they can come up a little bit. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Aha. It can go completely back. They flip upside down, become like, this is cool. So now, Dad, I'm like resting back here. I'll take it. This ain't bad at all, right? Yes, I delete my drawings every single day. Isn't that crazy? I used to never do that. What I'll do is I'll have a bunch of charts though. Like I'll have something I really want to see on a bigger time frame. Man, I wish there was like an in-between. I wish there was an in-between setting like right there. It's either like stiff. Like I wish I could find my own ergonomic place. Maybe a little further back next time. With the support pushing out will be perfect. But like right there would be nice. But it's either like this. It's like, it's weird. It's like I can't seem to. Yeah, it's like I guess I gotta get the pressure. Damn. Hey, it's better to be like completely stuck on the back than, yeah. Straight up support. I'll tell you, these sometimes go up and sometimes don't. Anyway, whatever. Now I'm obsessed with why this left side won't stay. Like I can't get it to. I feel like this one's broken, man. I think the left side is, I'm gonna have to call them. I always, when something doesn't work the way it should, it always bothers me, right? It like works sometimes. That's really bothering me. You know, like the side hand goes up and then it's supposed to stay. So I'm bringing it up and like every like 5 or 6 times it eventually locks into a spot. Kind of weird. Anyway, get the pit crew in here. Yeah, Sammy is the type of guy to show you a toe landing on the moon for sure. Everyone wants a luxury at ease, but an actually terrible for you as a mobile human. Yeah, no, I have a stand-up desk and I do the show standing up. I'm just sitting down right now because I had surgery. Yeah, I'm not getting the chair. I'll sell this chair the second I'm better. 4-day chart looks promising. Looks like it's putting in a tweezer bottom and wants to break back to the upside. 5-day chart also showing its first green candle since freaking January 11th. Isn't that crazy? No, I know. That's it. The 5-day candle has not even, begun. It's start. So there's a chance the 5-day closes green, we get some type of reversal. And then to the daily chart. Right? So there you kind of see what I'm saying. I'm saying basically if the smaller time frames don't get us the reversals, and I know how to figure that out. Not everybody does. But that's something I know for sure. Like I can figure it out for you. I'm like, my channel will teach you how to handle this nonsense. So like you can also assume this is a bear flag that's going lower, right? We're in a bearish downtrend, so we need a master reversal here. Like, and this is a double bottom. It is a known reversal pattern. It's 2 higher lows. I've got some faith in it. I've got longs in there because I figured, hey, you don't have to risk a lot. I got in here and I don't have to risk a lot. So I figured it's you know what I mean? Trying it out a bottom is a great place. He's like, why not? You don't have to risk the whole, So that's why I take positions at certain areas, right? You know what I mean? Right there, the bottom that we call there. So it helps. We can auction it off. Lifer chair. Feed 100,000 kids for BB. You're funny, man. Billy, do you have pants? 13 billion short positions above. Immediate liquidations. That's good to know too, right? No, he's so stupid, man. So it's Saturday night, man. What are you talking about? So $64,000 is the highest target area, but that's bookmap on the weekend. It's not that accurate. I wouldn't put like so much weight on it. And it could technically go either way. It is, and there's liquidity up to 70K, right? Which means there are stop hunts up there, right? If you can't see the correlation between Bitcoin and the ticker IGV, then you can stay ignorant. It's up to you. You're welcome. Thank you. Appreciate that. We'll take a look at that. I don't know what it is. It's like, I like to be ignorant. Don't worry. That means I can learn something, right? If you know everything, then. Yeah, I mean, they look identical in a way, right? Wow, they look exactly the same. That's kind of crazy. Expanded tech software sector, ETF. That's bouncing off the weekly 200. That hasn't even made its bear flag yet, though. Either that's V-shape recovering, but look at the head and shoulder that it made, just like Bitcoin did. It got high just where Bitcoin did. Around the same time it crashed, around the exact same time. This is weird. What is it? Why is this so correlated? This is from 02 though. And it's just been on a massive uptrend over time. Suggests that this is just gonna, look at the beautiful uptrend that it's on. Tells me that it's continuing to go up over time too. That's not the worst thing in the world, right? So daily closed red, but it's starting to come up green. We did bounce off the 22 tweezer bottom. That's beautiful. 12 hour, 8 hour is attempting to bounce again too off the double bottom. It's holding. We talked about this falling wedge breaking out. We were able to call it for you. We gave you the long there on the 1 hour. Again, just trading candles. If you're watching my channel, I think I put it out live, but we talked about just getting in here with a stop below that wick. That prevailed. You're still in the money if you took that trade. So not only did I give you the bottom call here for Bitcoin, I gave multiple trades throughout this too, and then I gave you that trade right there on the 1 hour time frame as we made bullish divergence. You remember? I'm pretty sure that was on the live on Thursday. Yeah. So I sold the top there as we got into the 200 moving average. Then we found this next flag, right? And I gave you, this is the next thing we watched for a little while. We got the breakout right as the stream ended yesterday, or sideways, and now it looks like it could turn into something bigger. Maybe it turns into something like this. We get the flag here that starts to prevail. Again, it will be slow process and probably won't pump until 6 p.m. because that's when the futures market opens, but this is what you're looking for, right? Something like this in the 1 hour time frame. Stay close, stay above the 200, get tight, get this double bottom out of here, right? So we could easily get rejected, start to roll over and dump. So remember, the idea is that we're going to dump, but can the bulls become heroes? Can the bulls show us something that we didn't think? Can they make it happen? That's kind of how I look at it. We got a testimonial today. It's only my first month with you guys, but I'm here to stay. Before this, I never really followed any signals group. Just felt free, in fact, then annoying. I was trading some stocks on my own, doing research, picking companies, and holding long term. With crypto, I mostly just accumulated spot and sold high. Played some NFTs back then. I never really had capital to properly trade. I grew up middle class, countryside kid. Now I'm an engineer for rich people's yachts, all achieved from zero. Through my own effort and, of course, the mental discipline from the family. What I finally realized is how simple a strategy can actually be if you stick to it. I love the shows. I genuinely align with the philosophy you share, and I want to be around people who think the same way, even if it's online. Being a part of a group like this really helps, especially since I work full time. It's great to get notifications on when to pay attention instead of constantly watching the charts. Long story short, great fun. Keep going. Love you, man. Thank you so much for the testimonial. I just wake up, I see stuff like that every few days, and it always keeps me going, right? Human bulls and art makers coming together. What's a narket? Yeah. From zero, Billy, stick to it. Amen. Right. $15 looks promising, like it could just kind of stick inside this more sideways behavior and just continue to kind of show, this is end up being the target. Like nothing has really changed, just a little slippery when wet, but we're still good to go, right? 1 minute still hanging. It did test. Let's see if I'm still in. I am. The fastest $50 I ever made there, really. I mean, that was $50 in like under a minute. I didn't make it though, so that's not a true statement. So the fastest $50 I was ever up. Right. See, that's a signal now. That tells you that's the buy there, right there. On the 21, above the 200, you're supposed to buy right there. It's supposed to pump. That's it. That's all I know. It's kind of sad because, like, I should be more multidimensional than that. There should be so much more to me. But after years of trading, I really decided that there's really nothing better than that. So... Anyway, I bought the bottoms because the fear was at the lowest place I've ever seen it. 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Had to buy it, so I did. Let's see what happens. Like I took a shot in life, man. I'm going to go for the gusto. I put my money where my mouth is. I bought the bottoms of Bitcoins. You guys saw me do it. I told you when we were high that it wasn't, you can't buy the fear when it was too high and we were at 126. You can't buy the greed. If you can't buy high greed, then what can you buy? You can only buy the fear. You don't have a choice. See, I made it really simple to myself one day. I said, investing isn't really that hard. It's buying when everyone else is bugging out. And once you do it once, it's, the first time you do it is really hard. You don't know what you're doing. You press the buy button. You don't know if it's the good idea. Second time you do it, you're like, well, it happened this third time. And the third time you do it, you're like, I've done this before. Fourth time, you're like, man, this is how I make money. So I love the fear. The fear is how I've made money in my life. It's given me so much opportunity. So you got to go for the fear. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But in my humble opinion, you got to go for it. You got to go for it. All right. But you do whatever makes you happy and whatever your education, your style, your risk tells you. If you don't buy, then hold what you have. Big moves next week, somebody said. Usually the third week of the month, or this actually will be the last week of the month. Could end up being, the Willy Wick to the upside. We'll see. Only time will tell. We will see. And that chair is what? $1,200, man, on Amazon. This is an expensive chair. It really is. But I'll tell you what, from what I was in before, it's worth every single penny, man. I am like, my back is in heaven right now. I have lumbar support. I don't have that pain in the lower back that I was getting. Immediately not there. This is great, man. I do think one of my armrests is slightly damaged, but we'll see. Man, it has a fan too. Airflow, high-speed performance, and adjustable fans. The X7, fully automated lumbar tracking and 4D adjustable. There it is, man. I'm obsessed with this thing, as you can tell. 4D adjustable headrest, 720 degrees adjustable armrest, ventilated seat cushion, swivel gray, baby. Okay. Thing is look at it. I mean, there it is right there. 1,200 though. No joke. Only the best for the lifer, man. Your children are financially secure. They are so lucky to have you. Thank you. I love my dog that just died about age 23. God bless you, man. Well, you want a lawn chair or what? It felt like it. If you search a Discord, go to Gifts, Crypto Lifer, there's a meme of Sammy choking on stream. Super funny. There's some other traders too. Winter Jacket's cool stream. You're funny, man. Sorry for your loss. Mine too last week. I'm sorry to hear that. 23 years is very blessed. Amen. Amen. When do I switch to a chair tutorial? I know, right? Thank you for the gifts from Scottish Crypto. Giving 5 memberships. You didn't have to give. That will come back to you tenfold, baby. Super nice of you. Thank you. So far, so good. Look, it's like we may win this puppy, man. We're already up $60. The king of 3%, 3.3. Do I give another trade? The everyday hit, a never quitter. Do I give another trade? Oh, man. This would be crazy. We get a pump Saturday night and I give another trade. But that's supposed to pump. 21 above the 200. I mean, that's the model. There it is for us. So, yeah, I just do the same thing over and over again. It's pretty crazy. Gold, silver, you name it. It's there, baby. Decred, one of my favorite coins recently. The only thing that I actually liked and talked about in the trading group. Like one of the only setups that I had recently that I said I like it. DCR. Let's go over that for a second. Why did I like DCR? Because it's the only thing that looked good. Wow, it got a monster move too. And I was looking for it to bounce out that flag. See, I look at it like this. I mean, major shoot. I wanted to get tight and break out, but I mean, that's a nice breakout out the 200 moving average. There's the cup and handle. Boom. This thing looks bullish to me. Nothing wrong with higher lows moving up. It's through a gap of the VRVP headed to 36. So that was one of the only coin on my radar really in the last couple of days that I talked about. Scottish, thank you so much, man. The people that got hooked up are super excited. You don't have to do that. Shout out to Tommy Carpenter. Shout out to Ruts Media. Now you can be comfortable with the new chair. No more pain. So you can make the gain. I appreciate that. Yeah, and everyone, I don't use chairs. I did a stand-up desk since, I don't know, for the last 5 years or something. And the only reason I switched is because I just had surgery last Thursday on my ruptured Achilles. They tore me open and they had to stitch it back together. I'm okay. I went through the surgery, which I was dreading for weeks or a week. And now it's been 3 weeks. You know, it's been 3 weeks and 3 days since I was just pushing forward off my back left foot playing a paddle, which is a pickleball tennis hybrid sport, and bang. I heard a loud pop. I fell to the ground, and next thing you know, I was cooked like a freaking sausage, man. Crazy, right? True story. And now I'm here with you guys every night because it's all I got left. No, this is all I had, and you know, this is all I had anyway. My kids, my God, and my channel. So I see us kind of recovering tonight, getting tight, and we wake up tomorrow morning ready for another pump, possibly. We might go sideways all the way until 6 p.m. Smash that like button. God bless the lifers. Shout out to Underground Cryptos. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Crypto McFurdy. Thanks for this morning's stream and working so hard for us today, daily. I appreciate your valuable TA. Wishing you would continue it in full recovery. Thank you. Suit up, Sam. We're going to save Punch, the baby monkey that was rejected by its mom and is being bullied by other members of the clan. I've heard it. It's actually everywhere. Yeah. I mean, he pumped too. I think the coin already pumped. Remember that PZZ? I wouldn't. It looks tight though. Look at that. It's looking like it's going to break out. Again, this is a very small market cap. Be very careful. You know, I wouldn't touch it, but the TA says it's going to move. So I don't know anything about the coin, but the TA looks solid. It does. I think Punch already did a number. Yeah, I went to 40 billion. Someone you knew was going to make a Punch coin, and it's been ripping. It's been ripping. It's actually at its like pretty close to its all-time high right there. So the second you knew Punch was getting bullied, you run and you look for the coin, right? And you're up 5x. That's how this works in meme land. So crazy. It's like poly market, man. You know what I mean? It's not even trading. It's gambling. But hey, it's insane, right? That's why I stick to technical analysis on this channel and keep it super, super TA, man. And education, because I'm not about that rah-rah. Decred makes sense. Injective could have bottomed. Someone asked about that this morning. Yeah, in the last hour, the hottest coin is Decred right now. Renders up a little bit too, so a little bit of movement here. Pippin was out of control last week, remember? Hyperliquid holding 29. Chainlink holding $8, I guess. Jupe at 15 cents. Remember, Jupe never made anyone any money. We bought it at like 50, 60 cents when it came out. It hit a buck a couple times, and that was all you would have got. 60 cents to a buck after like believing in it. And we staked Jupe, we held Jupe, we were behind it, we did all the governance. We were like one of the first people to really, really be, OG Jupers. Doesn't matter. Didn't matter. Look at SEI all the way back at 7 cents. It's a good project too that I believe could move. SEI is sweet. Near back to $1. I liked Near. Aster 71 cents. Aster I think is worth better than all this stuff. CZ's connected to it. It's a DEX. How is it not going to win? You know what I mean? I think I have it. I think it's foolish not to own some. But hey, you do whatever makes you happy. But I could see it easily going. If we ever get a rally again, I put 10K on that, I lose 10K. If not, that 70 cents could turn into, I think it could be 20 bucks. A 10X is $7. A 20X is 14. I think it can really do a 30X from where it's at right now. You get a real DeFi rally. Aster takes over. You get serious, retail in here. So I've been watching Canton CC, and I've been telling you, it keeps bouncing off this trend line. That's a good area to think about. It even has a wick where they went after liquidity. So you got a liquidity run. You got a hard, solid support of resistance. You've got the 200 moving average. Hey, you do whatever makes you happy, but that's starting to look pretty dang good if you ask me. But hey, altcoins are also very risky, so I probably wouldn't touch it right now. But if something pops in the next week or two, I wouldn't be surprised if Canton CC gets up there to 24 cents. Right? I don't own any. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not a shiller. No one paid me to say it. I'm just a nice guy that literally goes over altcoins and what I see every day. See where that can go. All right. Superform still trending up 14% in 24 hours. Very low market cap, though. Enzo, Aztec, Alora, Zama still on the radar at a $50 million market cap. Benicia, $16 million. Optimism, Page 2, Rainbow Plasma Mine Network, Bitcoin Monad, BitLayer. People keep kind of looking at a little bit. And again, still just, KITE AI. It did get all the way up to a $400 million market cap. Big volume today, with $148 million volume. Let me take a look at that. KITE AI, and it is on MEXC. Wow, that thing has been, remember the other day I said KITE. So we went from 9 cents all the way, so wow, KITE just did a 3X in our face. I didn't even know much about it. I'm still not like ready for this, you know what I mean? Like altcoins, but you got to be ready for it, right? At this point, I would go to the daily and see how the daily's, handling the 21. 3 days really far away, but it's not really that big yet. Same idea as most stuff. Either it does the falling wedge or it does the, a nice little... I wouldn't chase it anymore, though, but dang, man, that was a nice run-up. So there's still opportunity in this market if we pay attention. I was probably like, writhing in pain on the couch, but... And don't, I just want everyone to know my situation so you'll know if you're in the trading group. I think some people lose faith to never do that. That would be the worst thing you could ever do. I'm never going to stop working. But right now, I got the surgery on Thursday. They just want me to keep my leg elevated, so I'm lying down with my leg up in the air for as long as I can throughout the day. So this is me all day long, on the couch, in bed, wherever I am, even when I'm sitting at the desk. So it makes it hard to you know what I mean? Be constantly, but I have an iPad with me. I'm always doing my thing. But after this on Friday, 5 days, 6 days from now on Friday, they should open this cast up, take a look at the wound, make sure it's not infected, check. Hopefully take out the stitches if it healed so well, check. Put on another type of bandage, check. And then hopefully once the stitches are out, the idea that the wound won't explode, I'll still have to elevate, but I won't have to be militantly elevating. You know what I mean? So it's just 2 weeks. And then really, once that happens, I'm back into a boot. And life for me is pretty much back to normal. I can drive a car again. I could probably go places again. I could, And then that's going to be about 6 weeks on the boot. And I'm not going to be able to walk yet. He says he doesn't want me to put pressure on it for 6 weeks from the day of surgery. Right? So it's been 1 week. So I have 5 more weeks till I can even begin to walk. All right. Someone tried to call me out on Twitter when I posted this. Oh, you have a little bit of a sprained ankle, dude. Get over it. And I'm like, dude, did you see Kobe Bryant? Did you watch Aaron Rodgers? This isn't a small injury, bro. This is a serious injury. I was I went in for surgery, bro. I was when did you see someone go in for surgery for a sprained ankle? You know what I mean? People are insane, man. And honestly, since I've gotten hurt, I've been hit with so much hate recently. I've also had a lot of love. So I shouldn't talk about it, but I want to let you know, man. If you get into the limelight, you want to get to 100,000 subs and all that, there's going to be so many people saying nasty things to you. I guess you just got to say whatever. It's a troll. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When you logically think about it, it doesn't matter. But it's just crazy. It's just insane when you think of what people will say, though. It almost boggles your mind. You're really? Someone could be that out of their minds, put that much energy into something, and they don't even know you, So if KITE's hot, it will stay inside of a, more of something like this, and it could break out. It could keep continuing the way it's been on a run, right? And what makes it so hot? Why is KITE AI ripping? Why didn't you guys give it to me before it ripped too? I blame all of you. You got to do better than that, all right? Building the first AI payment blockchain foundational infrastructure where autonomous AI agents can operate with verifiable identity and programmable governance, with native across the stablecoin payments. Interesting. It just got to hit me today, too. If AI agents are going to be the ones trading, then how do you KYC them? How does an AI agent KYC? Maybe you have to KYC, and then you can attach your agent to an ID. But this is something they're going to have to figure out, too, because everyone's going to be, doing AI trading, and then it's well, what's happening? How is that? You know what I mean? So dream away. Interesting. Still in the trade, right? Up a buck? I was almost saying, are we up $1,000? It looks like it's just going to fall off on a Saturday night, man. Pointless scalp. You got no follow through. That makes sense. That's what this isn't supposed to do anything. It's supposed to just kind of piss you off and do nothing. It's a Saturday night. If you make money on a Saturday night, just be like, wow. You know? Like if that bounces and I don't get stopped out, I'd be pleasantly surprised. I almost want to take my 14 just to call it a night. It is green. My red and green, I almost couldn't see. I'm red and green colorblind. A secret that I shouldn't tell you. But Sammy is colorblind. No. Let's take a look, make sure I didn't miss anything here on the Super Chat Easies. Thank you for everyone wishing me a full recovery. That's so amazing too. All right. And shout out to my man trying to save Punch. Yeah, that's not good. You know, Little Punch was just getting all the attention. Right? It's not his fault that everybody loved him, right? So let's go over kind of what we talk about here if you're new to the channel. My name's Sam Price. I started trading when I was 22 years old. I'm 42. I got 20 years buying and selling stuff on different markets, all right? I started in the regular stock market. I got to the Toronto Stock Exchange. I traded gold and silver for years up in there. I traded, Great Panther Limited for a crazy trade. I used to trade Hecla Mining. Did a lot of crazy trades. Canopy Grow Corp. Thought that marijuana was going to get legal, saw that there was a way to make some money there, bought some, a lot of weed stocks really early, watched them explode. I was able then, move some of that money that I made into Bitcoin when I found Bitcoin around 350. Then I started really getting understanding it when it was 800. Between 800 and 1,000 bucks, I started buying Bitcoin. I got addicted to buying Bitcoin. I kept doing it. I bought it so much under 10,000, 20,000. I just accumulated. You guys watched me on this channel. I used to live stream when Bitcoin was 6,000, telling people it was going to 20K. And I used to draw the TA and it played out. So I called 20K before it happened. If you were watching my channel, I was adamant about it. I pointed it out. I called 100K. We hit it. Like, we've been doing this for a long time. I've been in Bitcoin since 2000 and almost 16. I've been in crypto since 2016. I bought crypto before I bought Bitcoin, right? So I'm gonna have to figure out how these things work because they don't seem to be doing the do just yet. I mean, you just got to go real slow. The one on the left I cannot get to sit at the upper. I think the one on the left I think is actually broken. I can only get it to go even. I can't get it to go up to like the top. I'll research the chair, see how it moves, and make sure I'm not bugging out. You know what I mean? I'll put in the work, but so far, and again, no matter how good the chair is, just keeping your leg up like this is like really kind of hurt. It stretches the hamstring, which I guess is okay constantly, but it puts pressure on the leg for sure, Anyway, let me jump back into the chat and see what's happening. But just to let you know, so I've been buying and selling Bitcoin for years. The point of the story is, I have long-term gains I've made from just sitting in the same asset for years on end. And I've also scalped, and I've taught myself how to scalp the 1 minute, how to trade the daily, how to flip the weekly, how to trade the monthly. I've done it all. I've really done it all. I've traded Bitcoin on the monthly for the last 10 years. I've traded the weekly for 2 to 3 years at a time. I've traded gold, silver, Bitcoin, oil, you name it. I've traded it. The NASDAQ. I've traded S&P. So. And Pantwear. Shout out to my man Alex. Thank you. I traded, yeah. You spam, you get the X. Yeah, exactly. The setback will only, exactly. I look at this time as just a time to humble me too. Bitcoin pulling back, my leg getting messed up. Like it all kind of seems like it's all coming around at once, but we will prevail. Look at this. This looks interesting. The chance I actually do win this trade, it doesn't look too bad tonight. And I don't see tons of, look, there's opportunity right there. There was a small market cap. It went from like, 50 to 400 million. You always got to be careful, but it was there. It was there. Could be something doing that in the next 2 days. You never know. We just got to keep paying attention. That's all. We don't have to chase everything, but we can look for opportunity for sure. All right. Use crutches. I did get the iWalk 2.0, but I almost fell down on that thing. Took a spill on that thing. Did you see me on that thing? Let's take a look here. Oh, this one didn't make it to it's on, I think it's on X though. I took a spill on X. Follow me on CryptoLifer33 at CryptoLifer33. You'll just find a bunch of different things that'll, you know, from behind the scenes of my life too. You'll just see like, you know, this is a funny post, I thought. And just, I'm always like subtly I'm talking about the peptides, getting that sun, you know, putting out positive information about my life every day. Sitting there, just, that's my life right now. Just getting by every day. But yeah, this is the iWalk. I believe this is the iWalk 2.0. I took a spill. It's not that easy, but I'll get used to it. I used it when I broke my ankle. I needed it to kick my girlfriend. Yeah, you're stupid. You said the macro on ZNOG? Never heard of it. Zion oil gas. I mean, oil, it looks like it's about to explode because oil is going to explode, man. That looks like you could win that one, bro. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful consolidation on the daily. That's going to move with oil, bro. Oil ripping, you're going to rip. Like, and I told you guys oil was going to rip. I kept saying, right? Oil's going to go. Oil's going to go. Look at that. That flag right there pumped to the upside. And I see it headed to $74 a barrel, right? That's kind of... Yeah, bit layer has been looking nice. Yeah, it just continues to do damage. And it's kind of in a flag right now. You see, a bigger flag and a smaller flag. What time frame is that now? Am I on? So I hit the 1 hour, make it a little tighter. You know, that might actually rip tonight. You know, you got the 21 above the 200. You consolidated nicely. It's been hot. It's one of the newer, you know, projects out there. It's a layer on Bitcoin, DeFi on Bitcoin, which nobody, you know, really, everybody likes because Bitcoin's like a trusted layer, right? It's like the safest DeFi you could think. That looks interesting to me. I'd definitely put an alert on this. I don't want to be too overly aggressive on a low volume Saturday night, but I would definitely put an alert on this and watch it closely. I think you're onto something there. And we did look at BitLayer too, right? It came up just now when we looked at, you know, on that coin tracker side. So ETH breaking 2K is the signal. Maybe. Yeah, it's possible, right? Anyway, what a beautiful night it was. I'm probably going to jump on a he. But I had a good time with each and every one of y'all. I appreciate it. I didn't even know how I got to do the stream, and then I do it. I splash some water on my face. I get ready, and the stream always ends up amazing, and it always ends up being a great time. So I love you all. I appreciate everybody that supports me no matter what. This is one of the tougher times, right? It's not like, you know, the hero time. It's more like we got to get through the trenches, but I'm super excited to see where we could go. And every time I get through the pain, there's always gain. So I love everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful Saturday night with your family. Eid Mubarak if you're out there doing a Ramadan. Shout out to all my beautiful people of the book. I don't care what book, you know, as long as you're Christian, Muslim, Jewish, as long as you're a person of the book, man, I love you. And you love other people and you want other people to do good. That's it. I can't possess negative energy, for it'll hold me down more than it does to the person that I push it towards. I love you all. God bless you all. I'll see you all tomorrow morning, bright and early. Let's go. No days off, baby. The secret to success is getting started and keeping it going.